Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Wissem Jallouli. I'm a specialist in model factory working with Qatar Development Bank. First of all, I want to welcome the board members of Qatar Chambers, as well as our guests from Angola, to present to you Qatar's efforts in supporting our industry here in Qatar. Factory One, your key partner for lean and digital transformation. Qatar is a leading country here in terms of emerging manufacturing industry. That's why we have noticed that many industry facing a lot of challenges, and our role as a government to support them for a better operational performance, as well as the next part is to give them the right technology for them to compete internationally. So this small presentation will cover the lean transformation journey for an SME and why a manufacturing industry should be lean in its transformation, and how we made more than 30 company in Qatar having a higher operational performance. The next part will be covering the digital transformation journey. And by digital, it's no longer an option, it's an obligation right now for company to compete internationally. To give you a case study from a batch that we have done in 2021, where we have captured the transformation output of our programs. And then finally, if you have any discussion, I'll be more than pleased to answer your questions. First of all, in 2020, Qatar Development Bank created the first model factory in the GCC. Model factory is a network of a factory where we are creating a real production environment for company to come to learn the best practices in manufacturing. These best practices are applicable either across different industry, as well as even applicable in service businesses here. The recall rate after our training is at least by 80 to 100%, because people, they have a real production environment. They can stop the production environment anytime. They interact with the people. So we made up a big stage for SMEs to learn how to manage their companies. We are dealing with the three areas. The first area is the operation system. This is where we are seeing the production rate, the quality, let's say the lead time, and so on and so forth. And then the management infrastructure. After improving the production, after improving the quality, we tackle the management infrastructure, and we teach companies how to manage their businesses. How can they run a daily dialogue in their shop floor? How can they make a simple report? How can they create an SOP? How can they create procedures to work on a standard? And then, after leaving the program, we tackle also the mindset and behavior. There are a lot of problems coming from a passive mindset and behavior. We want to make employees in companies coming just to get his salary to an employer. He's coming to tell you the problem. This is first, if there is a problem. And then to contribute in the solution himself. So he will say, hey, I have a problem, and maybe there is one or two solutions that it may work. And these, the one that you are seeing in the top, that's our model factory. It's based in the new industrial area. We chose specifically this location to be in the heart of manufacturing SMEs there, where they can easily reach out and get training and can go back to their factories. And these photos, you see us going to their factories to guide them and to make consultancy for them. What are we teaching them? We are teaching them the Toyota production system. It's a very known, let's say, system that got adopted everywhere, from Bosch, from Volkswagen, from BMW, and every leading industry is adopting Toyota production system, because Toyota, they have proven that their system is very reliable. Nowadays, we know that Toyota has rock solid cars. They never fails. They go 1 million and even beyond, let's say. It's based on what? First of all, the employee satisfactions. There is no way we can go further in our industry if our employees, they are not satisfied, and if we don't have stability, and if we don't have standardized work. So the same job, operator 1 and operator 2 can do it with the same way at the same timing. So once we have a solid ground, we start building the house, the TPS house. One pillar is a just-in-time. We need to produce the right quantity, at the right quality, at the right time, with the right specifications, okay? The right time, no sooner, no later. If it is sooner, we will create a lot of inventory. If it is later, our customer will be frustrated. The next part, the next pillar is the judoka. And by the way, in Toyota production system, people are learning a lot of Japanese words here. So judoka is built-in quality. Instead of checking the quality at the end of the line, we are teaching and coaching manufacturing company to check the quality in every step of the process in order for them to reduce the rejection rate at the end. If I'm building a chair, why I need to check it at the end? And then I throw everything, and for example, if one chair takes me 1 hour, I lost 1 hour of production, I lost 1 hour of electricity, I lost 1 hour of manpower, I lost 1 hour of overhead, of renting and everything. So it's very important that quality should be built in. And Kaizen is small steps of improvement. In Toyota, we care a lot of changing small steps, then we standardize, improve, then standardize. This all will lead to better quality, less cost for sure, and less lead time. The time needed from the moment I put my order in a company to the moment I receive the goods. We try to shorten that part, okay? Why? To help company first reduce wastes, okay? Waste in time, waste in waiting, waste in product, overproduction, let's say, and so on and so forth. Second, to set standard and remove variability. If I am saying that I'm selling you 1 kg of, for example, good, it's 1 kg, not 1.1, for example, not 0.9. So we have a very reliable system. And for sure, the flexibility. The problem nowadays is like, a company goes and spots an opportunity in the market, but in order for them to change their production line and to make it adequate and to adapt the production line to this product itself, it takes them days and days. So we try to create a flexible system. So if I am making like 0.5 water bottle and I spot like an opportunity in the market for 2 liter, I can within a short time I can capture this opportunity for them to be more flexible. For the past 2 or 3 years, we have visited then more than 100 companies here in Qatar, and we have reached out to them through awareness session, and we try to understand their challenges. And we trained more than 30 companies. The output of our program, on average, was like 30% increase in productivity after 6 months. Can you imagine like 30% just after 6 months, as if you got like a new production line, as if you have new people working for you. More output, less lead time, higher efficiency for the machine, and even space saving. We have noticed that many companies, they don't even have like optimized layout of their machine. But if we make the right observations, we can make it in a way it's going to be very, very smooth, and it can even save more spaces. And this results on their revenue with more than 80 million Qatar Riyal impact on their revenue. So we asked them, if I can improve your capability from 60% to 70%, can you sell? He said, yes, I can sell. I need it. The market is asking for it. I have even exports. I need more capacity. So this positively impacted on their revenue. Our methodology goes through 4 phases. The first thing, just like a doctor, we go with the full diagnosis. We diagnose the waste inside your shop floor. We diagnose the manpower capability, the organizational structure, let's say, the way that you are doing production in your area. Once we have a full picture of the diagnosis, we do the design. So we design the future state, how your factory is going to be after the program, okay? We design the layout, the inventory system, even the process itself, we re-engineer it. And then we start with the implementation, and in the implementation, this is the critical part. This is where we face a lot of resistance from people. People, they got used of one way of production or one way, let's say, of methodology, let's say. And even the mindset and behavior, you see like some people cast away, some people passive, and some pirates here, okay? So it's very important to empower SMEs how to tackle these challenges. And as we told them, we are not consultants, we are coaches. The key element of our work is we are not here to solve the problem, but we are here to empower your people to solve the problem. So once the program is done, and we finish with the standardization phase and we give good standards to the companies, all the positive, let's say, change is captured inside the company. He's not relying on us to solve every single problem. We have 3 main programs for the Lean. Lean Express workshops, 1 to 2 month duration for micro businesses. We have Kaizen journey, 3 to 4 months for small. And Learn and Transform journey, this is our flagship. This is 4 to 6 month duration of transformation. And then finally, we lead them to the digital transformation. After finishing the Lean, after being capable enough, we lead them for the digital transformation. This shows that it doesn't matter the size of the company. Once you are reaching out to us, there is a specific program for you. So we try to make it lighter for these small businesses. They have 1 or 2 bottlenecks, and then we go very intense for the big businesses here. Okay, after seeing a lot of incapability and then correcting them and then making a good improvement in the SMEs, we figure out that our companies lacks the latest technology. They need to embrace technology because it can unlock additional capability for them. For that, we started, same as in the Lean, we started the diagnose. And we were like wondering what's the best approach to come up with a common diagnose system for everybody, that it works in for example, in pharmaceutical, it works in food and beverage, and it works everywhere. We have reached out to the World Economic Forum, McKinsey and Company, Siemens, and Enterprise Singapore. They have made the first framework for Industry 4.0 assessment. To give you like a briefing about the different industrial revolutions, we started from 1788 with the steam engine. Then we moved to the mass production in the Industry 4.0 in 1870. Then Industry 3.0, it was in 1970s with the automation, a lot of automations. And nowadays, we are seeing the cyber physical system and industry of things, let's say, where your machine is connected, the car is connected, and it can change and exchange information, let's say. And even nowadays, we are talking about Industry 5.0 or beyond Industry 4.0. I'll take an example, the third row here. In industrial manufacturing, 35% of industry now are adopting a digital solution. This number will be 76% in 5 years. What does that mean? It means like in 5 years, you will be competing. If a company chose not to adopt digital, it will be competing with 76% of SMEs. So digital transformation is no longer an option. That's why we are encouraging people to get the latest, let's say, ERP, to connect their machinery, to use robots and use automation, and even in the back office, use digital solution even to interact with their companies. I'll just skip. In the digital transformation, we cover 3 things. Process, how your process is digital in terms of operation, supply chain, and product life cycle. In the technology, we cover automation, connectivity, and intelligence. So are your machines are connected? Are you using automation and robotics and very sophisticated machines? And even if it is connected, what are you doing with the data? Okay? And the last pillar, the organization. Talent readiness, is your team ready and capable to embrace technology? And also the structure. Do you have the right structure in the top management part to get the latest technology? I'll just stop here and thank you so much for this brief introduction. And if you have any question, otherwise I will let the speech to my colleague.